Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another Manny chat. No mixing today because we are busting open this unicorn set, Look of the Stylish, that I got. Before I had got my hands on this, I did try to dupe a mixed Manny last year. Was it last year? It could have been 2 years ago actually. But one of the years I tried to dupe this with this mixed Manny that I found by Stacy Adams. Am I reading that right? Found that on Pinterest, and she had used Look of the Stylish with another set of color street nails, and so I used some of my polka dot comb. I think I cut out a shamrock using the craft punch, and then I used Plaid About You, and I think underneath all of that was Take Care, and I tried to dupe that Manny. So I thought I'd show you guys that, because if I can't get my hands on something, I usually try to dupe it with what I do have, but then I did get lucky and I got my hands on this set, and so we're going to use it today. Hopefully it's still good, depending on how it was stored. We'll see. We shall all see right now how it goes. But if you're new to my channel, I just do my nails and talk about life, so if you like that, stay tuned and watch. Otherwise, there's plenty of other content on YouTube, and I wish you all the best. So let me just cut this open. I don't have my regular scissors available with me right now, so I'm just gonna grab those scissors real quick and bust this open. And let's take a look. It still smells fresh, so that's always a good sign. Let's see. What I worry about is, because I live in Southern California and I don't have central air, that sometimes it gets pretty warm and pretty humid, and these sets are supposed to be stored at room temperature, 72 degrees, and so sometimes my sets are a little melty, but looks like this one is going to be okay. Looks like. But just in case, gotta be careful. I'm gonna rip it all the way open actually, instead of trying to slide it out. Oh, see, that one got stuck. That was what I was worried about. Alright, we'll be a little more careful there. But I hope everyone's having a good March Madness so far. I am enjoying March because, one, I love doing green nails, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the whole month. Something with green in it, but also St. Patrick's Day and corned beef. Corned beef is like one of my favorites, and because of that, I want to make sure that I get to eat as much corned beef as I can this month. So yeah, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to organize these nails here. I'm probably gonna have, let's see, I typically use this one right here, but I really want to use both of the plaids, and the one that busted open, the one shamrock that had busted open, I want to use that on my nail stick. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's do that. Before we even get any further, let's see if we can salvage this strip for the nail stick. This week has been really busy at work, but I did get a really nice surprise at work on Tuesday. One of the clients that I assisted with the claim actually sent me flowers, and I hadn't expected it at all. When they showed up and my coworker brought them to my office, I was like, can't be from Panda Bear. Panda Bear wouldn't buy me flowers for no reason at all. I was just like, what? Who the heck did this? Like, what's going on? But yeah, it turns out that one of my clients bought me flowers. That was really nice. And so nice that I posted it on Instagram and Facebook, because I was just that happy about it. For the long time that I've worked at this company, no client has sent me flowers like that. So yeah, not like a single client. But anyways, so that was really nice. All right. Now I got to figure out how am I going to do my nails where I have the maximum use of the plaid and the polka dot. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these on my pinkies because I always do. And I don't see myself changing that. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if I mentioned that I had learned to make bread from scratch at home. I had purchased a loaf pan from one of my Tupperware parties and decided I was going to make my own bread because that way I knew what ingredients were going into the bread. And you know, the bread you buy at the store here, it's nothing like fresh bread. So yeah, the first time I made it, it was quite an adventure because I didn't realize how much waiting. You have to be really patient when making bread, but how much waiting it would take. But now I've got it down to almost a specific routine, and I'm able to make the bread pretty easily while fitting it in with the rest of my day, which is way better when you've got it down like that. So I'll probably take a picture of the loaf of bread I haven't sliced yet. Panda Bear wanted me to make another loaf so that he can give to the apartment manager because the cinnamon swirl bread that I made last time they really liked, and so now we're making them a plain white loaf. So hopefully they'll enjoy those too. But yeah, so that's what I did last night after my Zumba class, which I have to say, at Get Fit Factory, where I take my classes, Cynthia, her Zumba class, is like my favorite of the Zumba classes. And then close second would be Susan's class. But like Cynthia's Zumba style is very like almost like hip hop-ish. And so it feeds my desire to dance hip hop, which I take Susan's groove hip hop class on Thursday nights, but on Friday evenings, Cynthia's Zumba class is fast-paced and a lot of fun. And so yeah, I finally have like my set routine. So I like to take the cardio kickboxing Alfred teaches on Tuesday nights, and then groove hip hop with Susan on Thursdays, and then Zumba with Cynthia on Fridays. And having a set routine is helpful for me because that way I'm like sticking to it. Otherwise, if I don't have anything set, I could be pretty wishy-washy and go with my feelings. And if I go with my feelings, I would be in bed like all the time, especially this week with Aunt Flo in town. Like Panda Bear, I was like in pain yesterday before going to Zumba, and he's like, are you sure you want to go take a workout class? I'm like, yeah, when Aunt Flo's in town, I gotta move my butt, because if I don't move my butt, like the cramps are insane. I don't know if other ladies out there experience that, but for me, for sure, like I need to keep moving if I want to make it. So So yeah, so that is that. But here, so plaid, it looks like I'm gonna have 2 plaids. So this will be my pointer finger, this will be my middle, so let's move them into the right spots or else it's going to not work out very well. Okay, so let's do the plaid on the ring. And I gotta do this real careful. There we go. Yeah, when the sets are older, Color Street only guarantees them to be like good for like a year or something like that. But if they're stored properly, they can last a very long time. Folks buy sets from people that have hung on to the sets for a very long time, and most of them still work. And even like opening up a set and sealing it up and saving it for later, not guaranteed that'll work, but most of the time it does. And so it's always nice when you've purchased a unicorn set, meaning a hard to find retired set, and it still works out perfect. So right now, that's what's, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's working out pretty well right now with this set, and that makes me happy, because otherwise it's like, oh, I spent all that money hunting down, finding the set, and then not being able to wear it would be like the worst. But here we go. It looks really good. So, work has a little St. Patrick's Day lunch happening on Wednesday, and so I'm hoping that these nails last at least until Wednesday. I am pretty rough with my hands, especially this past weekend. I made bread, and I also had made croissant sandwiches for Panda Bear, my pops, and myself. My mom was sleeping. She works graveyard, so she wasn't awake for it. And then when she did wake up, she wasn't in the mood for a croissant sandwich. So, but I also made a kaya spread, kaya jam, and there's this recipe. So if you make kaya, from scratch the traditional way, using whole eggs, it takes a very, very long time to like cook on the stove and stir it for like over an hour to make sure that everything is smooth and thick, and the water needs to evaporate and all of that. But I found a recipe online where it's a 10-minute kaya, and it uses just egg yolks, because without the egg whites, which egg whites will make it lumpy, not smooth, if you just use the egg yolks and then you use some palm sugar instead of just all white sugar, you're able to get that golden color of the kaya and cook it on the stove for like just like a little over 10 minutes. So using pandan leaves, the palm sugar, and white sugar, and coconut cream. So the recipe tells you to go get coconut cream, and to make sure that you don't accidentally shake the can, because the can from the store, when you get the coconut cream, the coconut water separates from the cream itself, and the cream stays right on top. And so I did that, and it came out real smooth and amazing this time around. So very excited about it. Very tasty stuff. But yeah, definitely takes work. So yeah, but I am happy to learn to make all these things at home, because it's like, it'll get pretty costly going out to eat this stuff like all the time. And so yeah, knowing how to make it at home is just a great option. So whenever I'm craving that stuff, I'm able to make it myself. That's pretty dang awesome. So yeah, that's how I feel about nails too. Like being able to do my own nails has been amazing. I used to do my own nails with just plain nail polish, which is great too, because I still will do my nails with plain nail polish from time to time. But Color Street makes it just so much easier, because I literally can do my nails here and not have to worry about it. I can go and cook my dinner and not worry about dry time. Of course, granted, I'm not going to soak my hands in a bunch of water to wash dishes right now after just having done my nails, but I can still, you know, rinse my hands and all of that without having any issues. So yeah. And my nails are, look, you can see my nails are short enough where I'm able to use just the one strip and do 2 nails at once. So I'm kind of happy about that right now, because that means I will have leftovers that I might be able to use later for another mixed mani. So that makes me happy. But yeah, the reason why I love this set so much, besides loving the color green, is the fact that there's the polka dots. I'm a big fan of polka dots, and the plaid. I'm a big fan of plaid. So again, I was able to kind of dupe the style of it with other sets, but having the original set, it's just all the better, because look at it, it's just beautiful. And I can see why a lot of folks will just wear the set all by itself, because it is like the perfect mix, in my opinion. You don't need anything else to go with it. So yeah, Color Street, Fall Park, if you're listening, you need more sets like this, where it's a nice mix, and we don't have to get all creative and open up like 5 different sets just to do a mixed mani. A set like this, it's like worth buying. So that was one thing with Color Street that I thought was worth it. Like, you won't see me buy too many solid colors, because if you're gonna go solid, you might as well get regular nail polish in a color that you really like, you know, because then you can repeat it over and over. But sets like this where there's like a design, these are the ones that are so worth it. And speaking of designs, so in August of last year, the stylists were all kind of competing with each other to try to get top 5 sales in the month of August. And the top 5 stylists that sold in volume that month, they have designed their own sets, and they're coming out on Tuesday, March 12th. So right before my office lunch for St. Patrick's Day, those sets are coming out. And at first glance, I wasn't that big on the sets. I was like, you know, underwhelmed by the designs themselves. But then, and this happens a lot, then I was reading, you know, the stylist's story behind their designs, and seeing these sets actually on fingers, like seeing nail fees of the sets, and then I was sold. Then I was like, okay, like now I want them. so yeah, I will likely be placing an order on Tuesday, which I haven't ordered in a little bit, because as I mentioned, I have way too many sets already. But these stylists created designed sets, like, I feel like it's something special. Like, so I'm gonna I'm gonna buy some. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. I think this one is one where I do need to use, yeah, because my pointer finger is like, for some reason my pointer finger is like longer. It's harder for me to do the one strip for 2 nails for my pointer finger, and I'm not sure why. So I won't even try that, because that would just be more pain than it's worth. And I realized I did rip this thing wide open, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this look of the stylish, and I'll use, I have another old packaging that I can stick these in to keep safe. So yeah, when you're using like one set like this, you could probably finish a mani in like less than half an hour. And if I was trying to do this quicker and I wasn't talking and distracted, I could probably do it in like 10 minutes. I've done sets like this before where I am like in the car and I'm like just placing them down and doing the cleanup work after like I get out of the, you know, the car. So yeah, but I'll probably do like the remaining cleanup work off camera, because again, it's hard sometimes when I'm filming. I usually have my nails like all the way up close to my face because I'm nearsighted, but it's hard to do that when filming, so I will certainly finish the cleanup work offline, off camera. For those who are watching, what are your ways of celebrating St. Patrick's Day, if anything? Do you do anything? Again, I love the color green. So next to purple, green is like my color. I am a May Taurus, so emerald green is like my color. So yeah, I do definitely wear green. I don't know if this year I will do my makeup with green eyeshadow. It takes a lot of time to do a nice look, and I don't think it's going to be worth the effort on Wednesday for my work lunch, but I think I might still do green eye makeup on Sunday, because Sunday of next week, not tomorrow, but you know, Sunday of next week is actual St. Patrick's Day. So I think that day I might actually do my makeup in green. Even if it's just staying at home and having my eye makeup, still I get to enjoy it. Panda Bear will get to enjoy it. My parents, they won't care, but they'll get to enjoy it. So yeah. All right. Moment of truth here. The thumbs are the ones that I cannot mess up. If I mess up, then I won't have any plaid, and it would have to just be the mint green by itself, and I really want the plaid. So far we're doing okay here. Yeah, so yesterday my mom cooked corned beef and cabbage, and then today I am also cooking corned beef and cabbage, but she cooked hers on the stove yesterday, and today I'm cooking another one in an Instant Pot. So, you know, just to compare. My dad was the one who mentioned it. He's like, didn't you cook it in the Instant Pot one time? I certainly didn't remember, but apparently I was asking Panda Bear about it, who has great memory. He doesn't have a Dory brain like I do. And he's like, oh yeah, your coworker told you how to make it. And you kind of like tried to like copy how it was made. And it was pretty good. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I don't remember the instructions my coworker had given me. So I'm following another online recipe. So we shall see how it turns out. But yeah. I had woken up this morning thinking that I was going to be at Carla's, my sister-in-law Carla's, today, but then Panda Bear said, oh no, we're gonna go tomorrow. You can rest today. So I was like halfway through doing my makeup, and I was like, I'll just finish doing my makeup, even though no one except my family at home is going to see it. I'm gonna do it anyways. And then I ended up napping. Like, I haven't had the luxury of napping in like many weekends now. Like, we've just been super busy. Like, yeah, no time for napping, and it was luxurious to have a nap in the middle of the day. I needed it too, because Aunt Flo is kicking my butt. But yeah, it was so nice. I napped for like a couple of hours, actually. Okay. Oh, no. Please don't stick. Please. This is where you need the utmost patience. It was going so well. So well. Come on. You got this. You got this. You got this. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Please. Oh no. It's super melty. Oh, did we do it? Did we do it? Almost. There's still that plastic left right there. Shoot. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna coax this one out and hope that it will apply on the nail okay. Don't you just hate it when you're down to the last one and then it does this to you? Oh my goodness. Alright. We are gonna still try. We are still gonna try this out. And I am very aware there's a little piece of tiny plastic there that I need to get rid of. But I'm more concerned about it wrinkling up, so let's see. Let's see if we can salvage this. Okay, you know what? Let's try to stretch it out on this side, because I don't think I'm able to salvage that side. Buddha, my doggy wants out. He's like, I'm sick and tired of you recording your nails, Mom. I want to go. Let me out. Let me out. In due time, Buddha. I'm almost done here. Okay, so I think I salvaged it, even though it's got a teeny little wrinkle there that I need to smooth out. But still working. Still, we can work with that. We can certainly work with that. If all else fails, I'll just throw a top coat. And I think I might actually throw my Holo Taco. No, because the Holo Taco's got too much, like, big chunky glitters. I probably will use Northern Lights holographic top coat. But I'm going to wait and let it cure just a little bit first before I decide to throw anything on it. But here we are. This is the final look. I love this set so much. Like, it's awesome. What do you guys think? If you watched this far, thanks for watching. I hope you are subscribed. If not, like and subscribe, share with your friends. And if you've come to the end and you want to leave a comment but don't know what to leave, go ahead and leave a shamrock emoji. And I'll know that you had watched it from start to finish. Until next time, peace.